In a few weeks, the Randolph County Board of Education will vote on whether to close Harmon and Pickens schools. 12 News' Barbara Ron, who joins us now live in studio, spoke with the superintendent about what happens if the board votes against these closures. Barbara?
Eric, in my conversation with the superintendent, he says if the closures do not go through, there will be a domino effect of financial consequences.
3 existing bus routes.
We don't want the state to come in and take us over. That's where we're headed if we continue down the path we're going.
On December 10th, the Randolph County Board of Education will be deciding the fate of Harmon School. And just a week later, it will do the same with Pickens School. Randolph County Superintendent Shawn Dilly says when he was hired in the summer of 2024, he was aware of consolidations in the future, but did not realize how soon those closures would be necessary until finances were analyzed.
We're not allowed to go into a deficit or essentially for the layperson not able to pay our bills next year, and that's what we're headed into.
If the board votes against the closure of the 2 rural schools, Dilly says layoffs could be next.
We would have to look at how do we find 32 positions that we can take outside of the system. And right now, so we're talking about, first of all, 32 people and their livelihoods being taken away from them. Secondly, we're talking about trying to find positions that are not required in code. Everything from the potential funding for pro officers in our schools, school nurses, we're talking about assistant principals, we're talking about teachers in different positions, we're talking a variety of different cuts, including the central office.
And in the event of a state takeover, Dilly says the same closure choices are likely to be made.
Everything is funneled through Charleston and approved at the Charleston level, so the elected members of this community no longer have any voice in the decisions that affect this district, and that's what I want to avoid for our people.
Are these consolidations inevitable?
Yes. Like I said, I think the most folks can hope for is a delay.
Harmon School will have its hearing on December 9th at 6 p.m. and Pickens on December 16th at 6 p.m. as well. I'll be back in the next week to bring you families and students' reactions to the proposed education alternatives. Live in the studio, Barbara Ron, 12 News.